I know what's being talked about and what's being announced, but I'm not quite in the position to discuss it. Now, no one hates the I know something you don't know guy more than me.
I think we can all decipher that it isn't a fight. The fact that it's on a Thursday, the fact that all it says is HBO Max. There's no information on where it would take place. Like you're just going to drop a poster, and that's how we're going to announce that a boxing match is happening between the two.
They're not fighting. They're not
Come on.
fighting.
Okay.
That
I just want everyone to know this is being said by GC Connor Burks, PO Box 14653.
so you know.
No, but they aren't.
You
They
know
aren't fighting.
they're not fighting.
Come on.
At least not right now. This is not a fight announcement.
The dogs in the street know they're not fighting, Helwani. Come on. What are you doing? Tell us.
You laid it out perfectly there. You laid it out perfectly there, Connor. No one drops something like that. It's tremendous promotion. It's tremendous promotion for something.
Now, immediately upon seeing this poster when it was first dropped, I was like, holy shit, that's the next fight. Because people they know that Jake Paul's doing sports entertainment, right? He's doing his own version of sports entertainment with these gimmick fights. And he's fought Anderson Silva and he's fought the Tommy Fury, and then he's, another ex-MMA guy or some shit or whatever. And you had the Logan versus Floyd Mayweather Jr. fight. So they do these gimmick fights, and then obviously the big one with Mike Tyson and Jake Paul. And Mike Tyson had his own gimmick fight a couple years ago as well. So this is kind of the thing that they've been doing. But so that always had me wondering, after Mike Tyson, and everybody's just like, that fight was whatever. It didn't get rave reviews, obviously. So what would be the next thing that Jake Paul could put together that would get attention and eyeballs and bajillion pay-per-view buys? Really, what would be that next big fight? I really wondered that would get people to buy in and just throw money at them all over again. Because that Tyson fight, let me tell you, made people very, very, Tyson got 20 million. I think Jake got twice that, 40 or more. And, it was seen by 60 million households. It crashed Netflix. Imagine crashing Netflix. It's unheard of. It hasn't happened. So incredible stuff there. So what would be next? Jake Paul versus Logan Paul. It makes perfect sense. But now we're finding out that our hype was misplaced because, of course, Jake Paul, it's a work. At least according to that clip from Ariel Helwani at the beginning of the show, who is apparently the lead reporter on this, because I tried to dig more into this and I pulled up this clip from a YouTuber named Punch Plan, or a YouTube channel named Punch Plan, who had a update on this. Apparently they cover MMA, would know more about this than me, and they're providing more details on this and what this actually is, which is not a fight. It is
An update has come out on the Jake Paul versus Logan Paul announcement. Jake Paul put out a message earlier saying the moment you've waited a decade for, March 27th on stream on Max, showing a poster of him facing off with his brother Logan Paul. Multiple news outlets were reporting that this was going to be a boxing match between them, but it seems like that's not going to be the case. Ariel Helwani earlier today on his show alluded that Jake Paul and Logan Paul will not be fighting each other, which is now being backed up from the latest reports in the world of boxing. Mike Coppinger saying, per multiple sources, this will be a reality series. Chris Mannix responded saying, a source confirms Mike's reporting here. While social media ran with this as a fight, smart marketing as always by the Pauls, it was never formally announced as one. So this big announcement isn't going to be an actual fight between them. No boxing match, no actual MMA fight or whatever people have been speculating. It's just been a marketing scheme to promote a supposed reality TV show that is coming up.
Now hold on a minute. Was that Sami Zayn? Did I miss this on WWE TV somewhere? Look at this. Look. Who's that? Who's that guy right there? I don't know if you can see my cursor. I don't know if I have it on or off. Right there on the bottom left corner of that there video there, you see Sammy motherfucking homeless looking Zayn. Unbelievable. So apparently it's a work. It's all a work to hype a TV show. Just, making a mockery of, we're going to fight each other and getting everybody all interested. Just say, it's just going to be a reality show on TV. Or is it? Maybe they're playing chess while we're playing checkers. Maybe they are a step ahead of us. Something that we're just not seeing quite yet. And for a different perspective on this, as always, Chael Sonnen chimed in with an alternative take that adds a little bit more color to this situation.
Jake Paul had announced, here's the problem with Jake. Here's the biggest problem with Jake. We all think it's a show. And that's the biggest problem when you try to sit back and judge him or tell a story before it happens. We all think there's a character, but not one time since he's been in boxing has he pulled a spoof. And we the public still haven't caught up with that. We the public still think every single time he does something, it's a work, it's a performance, it's entertainment, don't we? I'm speaking for you, aren't I? Now, I'm not trying to get complicated on you. I'm really not. But when it comes back to my initial point that Jake has never swerved us, this is another area where Jake has been very consistent in saying, I will fight my brother. And in this area, I'm better than my brother. And here we are. What do you want to do with this? Because I'll make a prediction on what you're going to do. At least in the short term, as you're processing this, you're going to chalk it up to a work. And as time goes on and you start getting stories of training camps and you start getting press conferences and you start seeing a little bit of edge and you start getting stories of training partners and coaches and trainers about how serious they're both taking this, pretty soon you're going to realize these boys are going to fight. The sooner you get there, the better. I am going to help you to get there. I don't want these guys to fight. I really don't. But I've known they're gonna. And if you want to come along on what's going to be the most fun boxing ride that we're going to get in 2025, you can either come along late, you can show up the week of the fight at the weigh-ins and the press conferences, and maybe you get invited to a party and you guys all watch it. You can do that, or you can get along right now, because this is real.
Now, that's a hot take from Chael, but it does make you think. Why just, if we were going to fight, which they have talked about many times, why just have a fight? If not, get a full reality show out of it and make extra money. We could, remember the Ultimate Fighter with UFC? Do they still even do that? It's what put him on the map. It was on after WWE Monday Night Raw. Thanks to Vince McMahon, by the way. You're welcome, UFC. Just trolling a little bit there, but kind of true, right? Similar thing. It was a reality show that built to a fight. Why not have a reality show that follows these two brothers that builds to a boxing match between the two of them? It's frankly fucking genius. Why do a reality show based on what? Oh, we're just following the Paul brothers, but the poster is they're fighting each other. Maybe it's just because they're brothers and they disagree. Perhaps it's just a good fucking gimmick for a reality show. Nothing more, nothing less. But they have talked about fighting each other. And Logan Paul has done the gimmick boxing matches. He fought Floyd fucking Mayweather Jr. Don't tell me that this is all just, that he can't do that with Jake. They're both capable of doing this. They're both fighters. And this, to me, would be the smartest way to do it. You could just promote the fight, and it would be a huge fight. It would be that fight that can match the Tyson fight or even exceed it, as I talked about earlier. But you could also milk it for all it's worth and do the Ultimate Fighter gimmick with it and fucking build a reality show that builds the hype around it. The signing of the contract, the little jabs back and forth. I'm gonna whoop your ass, brother. And you know, you show the training camps and you show, like, man, there's a whole show there. And both of these guys grew up on TV and on YouTube and just being personalities. To me, this makes a ton of sense. And Chael added that other thing that Jake really, I mean, he delivers. People think he's a clown all the time, but every single time he delivers. Now, are the fights that great? No. Are they possibly pulling their punches or not going as hard as they could be or rigging it in some form or fashion like that? Sure, possibly. But all in all, he delivers on the big fights. So I don't think that them coming out, for as much as they've talked about fighting each other, I don't know why people would believe that they would not fight each other, especially if there's 20, 40, 60 million dollars in it for both of them each, plus the reality show on top of it. It's stupid money. Why would you not do that? It doesn't make any goddamn sense. And frankly, I'm with Chael on this. I wasn't. I kind of I saw the poster and I was just like, oh, right. You know, I'm hyped. I bought in right away. And then I quickly saw the news following up on it that was like, oh, no, it's just going to be a show. Shit. But that's coming from Ariel Helwani, who's not, he's not a slouch. He is a very credible source, but thinking it through, thinking outside the box, thinking creatively, like the Paul brothers do, and they think money, 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 money. And Chael adding his 2 cents that these guys have always talked about wanting to fight each other, and they're not two people that are not going to deliver on that. They don't talk out of their ass when they talk about, I'm going to fight this guy. You know, when they talked about fighting Mike Tyson, then the fight was canceled. And people were like, bullshit. But it happened. I think that's exactly where this is going. And frankly, I think from a marketing, promotional, a gimmick, all of that standpoint, I think it's incredible. And when I just personally, I didn't talk about this on air or anything like that here, but just personally, after the Tyson fight, it's like, where does Jake Paul go from here? He's got to transition to legitimate or get into, you know what I mean? Because the gimmick fights, like, where do you go after Mike Tyson? And it's not that great. And you have that many pay-per-view buys, and it's like, what? Well, Logan Paul. That's where you fucking go. You go Logan Paul. But that's just my thoughts. What are your thoughts? Is it a work? Is it going to be a shoot, brother? Where are they going with this? Is Chael right? Is Ariel right? Do you not even give a shit? Who cares? Fuck these guys. Let me know down in those comments below. Peace, love, pizza. I am your boy, Seth Grimes, and we'll catch you in the next video.
Let me tell you something, brother. Thanks for watching the video. Check out more great clips by hitting that subscribe button, dude. And while you're there, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to say your prayers and eat your vitamins, brother.